guys. I hope you're well today. I just wanted to say thank you for stopping to view this video. You are awesome. And I know you're going to like this story. But I have a little request, please. I need your support to keep writing and uploading these videos. I just need you to do just one little thing for me. Please subscribe and share. Just click the subscribe button below now. It's free. It will encourage me to keep writing and uploading even better stories. Thank you very much for subscribing.
My story today is about a woman named Adaeze and her husband Obina, who stood by her side with unwavering love, and her sister Ngozi, who showed her an undeserved loyalty. Adaeze and Obina loved each other so much. They did everything together. They were always together. Adaeze and Obina were the envy of many in the village of Idum. However, many years had rolled by since after they married, and they were now in their 5th year of marriage, and they still didn't have a child of their own. An emptiness had slowly descended on their home and weighed down heavily upon them. Soon, Obina's mother, Ekoma, began to demand that he do something about his childless situation. She would cry, beg, and many times threaten him that she would marry another wife that was capable of bearing him children if Adaeze was unable to have children. Ekoma soon became very hostile to Adaeze. She would call her names and warned her to allow her son to take another wife so that she would carry her grandchildren before she joined her ancestors. Consumed by desperation and longing, Adaeze made a difficult decision. With tears in her eyes, she pled with her husband Obina to marry her younger sister Ngozi in hopes that she may be able to bear children for them. Though hesitant and conflicted, Obina agrees out of love for Adaeze, hoping to bring happiness back into his home. But first, Adaeze decided to go and speak to her mother and her sister Ngozi about this matter. Adaeze's mother was in shock. Ada, do you realize what you're asking your sister to do? To share your husband? To which Adaeze replied, yes, Mama. It's better Obina marries my sister. Then I am sure that another woman will not come into my family and make it unbearable for me, or send me out of my husband's house. So Adaeze proceeded to speak to her sister Ngozi to agree to marry her husband Obina. Ngozi was in shock. She said to her, Ada, but you know I have a relationship. I and Ugo are hoping to get married one day. And I love him. I can't think of life without him. Besides, how can you ask me to marry your own husband? But Adaeze was adamant. She wanted Ngozi to marry Obina in order to give her peace in her husband's house. Eventually, Ngozi agreed to do her sister this great favor, even though it was a painful decision. Obina came to Mazi Okeke, Ngozi's father, to ask her hand in marriage. Mazi Okeke was also full of doubt about this idea of his first daughter, Adaeze's husband, coming back to marry his second daughter, Ngozi. But he had no choice but to agree, just to make his daughter Adaeze happy. Hence, Obina got married to his first wife, Adaeze, younger sister Ngozi, and he took her home as wife. From Ngozi's first night in their house as Obina's second wife, Adaeze immediately realized that she didn't like to see Ngozi with Obina. So Adaeze made sure to give Ngozi lots of housework to do. While she, Adaeze, occupied Obina's attention, she was always lounging around and chatting with him. Soon, Ngozi became pregnant. Even in her pregnancy, she was still doing the household chores while her sister Adaeze relaxed with Obina, their husband. As the seasons changed and the fields burst with life, Ngozi's belly began to swell with the promise of new life. Joy and anticipation filled the household as they all eagerly awaited the arrival of their long-awaited child. However, as the days turned into weeks and Ngozi's belly grows rounder, Adaeze's initial happiness soon turned to envy and a dark cloud settled over her heart. One day, Obina's friend Obiekwe visited, and he noticed that Ngozi was doing so much work in her pregnant condition, and he advised Obina. He said to him, Obina, realize that even though you love Adaeze and you don't want to hurt her, Ngozi is equally also your wife, and the sister of your wife who put down her own life on hold just to help her sister out of a desperate situation. Hence, such a woman deserves to be loved and taken care of. So Obina began to see his second wife, Ngozi, in a new light and began to pay more attention to her, which made Adaeze even more envious. Soon, Ngozi put to bed and Obina was overjoyed. His mother, Ekoma, was ecstatic. She couldn't have enough of the baby. So Adaeze asked Ngozi to leave out of anger. She said to her, Ngozi, your work here is done. Thank you very much for giving birth to the baby this family had been waiting so long for. Please, it's time for you to leave my house in peace now. Adaeze even approached her husband and asked that he should send Ngozi away. But Obina refused. He said to her, Ngozi is also my wife now, and she has done nothing but bring joy to this family. So why would I want to send her away? Fearing for her own future and consumed by jealousy, Adaeze went to seek the counsel of a wise witch doctor, hoping to find a solution to her plight. In a dark and musty hut, the witch doctor revealed a grim prophecy. She said to Adaeze, if you harm your sister or her child, you will face dire consequences, and the blessings of motherhood will forever elude you. So the witch doctor advised Adaeze to go home and make peace with her sister. Not very long after this, Adaeze discovered that she was pregnant. She had a difficult pregnancy. Adaeze suffered so much in her pregnancy that she began to appreciate what she had put her own sister through during her own pregnancy. Confronted with the gravity of her actions and the weight of what the witch doctor has said, Adaeze's heart is filled with remorse and regret. With tears streaming down her face, she falls to her knees and begs for forgiveness from her sister and her husband. And in that moment of vulnerability, she vowed to change her ways and embrace the love and happiness that surrounds her, knowing that true fulfillment lies not in envy or bitterness, but in the bonds of family and the blessings of the heart. Moved by Adaeze's heartfelt apology and genuine remorse, her sister and husband embraced her with open arms, forgiving her for her past transgressions. Together, they vowed to move forward with love and compassion, cherishing the bond that unites them as a family. And as the sun sets on another day in the village of Idum, Adaeze's heart is filled with gratitude and hope, knowing that she has been given a second chance to embrace the blessings of love and motherhood. So both Adaeze and Ngozi gave birth to more children, and they both learned to live in peace with each other. Obina, in turn, also learned to love them equally and also treat them both well. This story is a lesson on how we treat people sometimes after we get what we want from them. Sometimes people tend to forget the people who helped them in their darkest time of need. Adaeze would have done a terrible harm and evil to her sister who had cut short her own relationship in order to help her. And that evil would have had a repercussion on her ability to have her own children. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please share it, like, and also use the comment box to let me know your thoughts. See you in the next one. Bye.